The Give a Kid a Christmas project was one of those things that wasn't planned. It just kind of came together in pieces. The food box piece of this came together when Bill Hall was sheriff, and that's actually when the toys started too, just not the same year. But the idea behind the food box originally was to try to create a Christmas meal for folks. And we did like ham and potatoes and flour and sugar and that sort of thing in the box. What we learned over time was that most of the families we serve, some of them may not even have a way to prepare a ham or a turkey when we did those. And lots of times the kids were at home by themselves and they needed things that they could pop in a microwave or just open and eat. So the box has evolved over time, but the thing that really has struck us when we finally realized that the kids that we serve, most of them get 2 meals a day. That's breakfast at school and lunch at school, and then they don't eat again until breakfast the next day. So when you're out of school for 2 weeks, you can't expect that breakfast or lunch. So we've put enough stuff in this box and try to strategically plan so that a kid that's out of school doesn't have to worry about whether mom and dad are home or whether or not they have something to eat during that school break.
Last year, and every year it seems to grow with the need of the community. Last year we made 375 food boxes. This year we'll do 428 food boxes. And this food is distributed to our families, the same families that we shop for toys and clothing. We have an abundance of volunteers. Once someone comes out, it's the same way with the shop at night. When someone comes out and they do this, it's such a blessing to see all of it happen, to see how it all comes together. The Salvation Army, they help us to determine the needs as well and what the children need. Walmart in Mount Airy, they have helped us this year with food box preparation, as well as Elkin Walmart has helped us with over 375 of the food boxes in order to have all the food you see behind us. Pepsi Cola has donated all of our Pepsi products to go in the boxes. We really appreciate that. We couldn't do it every year without their generous donation. And then just the volunteers. I know there's people that I'm missing, but it all runs together at this point during the year. We cannot do it without our community, without the donations, without the shares on Facebook, watching the live videos, and just coming together as a community.
From a school system perspective, we touch students not only academically, but personally, socially, and emotionally. And our social workers work really hard with families to make sure they have food over Christmas time. And so the Give a Kid a Christmas Foundation has raised thousands and thousands of dollars, not only to give our students Christmas on Christmas morning, but also to provide food for their families.
This is our 21st year being involved in this. We do the manual labor, we're the heavy lifting. We load, we unload, we break the boxes down, that type of thing. Here at the college baseball program, we try to develop the entire person, student athlete, and then the part of the community. So we think this is a great opportunity for our players to get involved in the community, show our support for the community, and it's well known that this is a huge program here, where they give to people, and we try to be part of that. It gives them an opportunity to see how they can help people that are less fortunate than they are. I want them to see that they have to give back to the community, be part of the community. Once they move into here and become part of our program, they're part of our community. And our community supports us tremendously athletically, and we want to give that back.
We have had many anecdotal comments of folks that have been helped by this program through the years, because this program's been going for almost 3 decades. And they talk about how the program made an impact in their life, and in turn now they're giving back. Essentially, Nathan, in our school system, we try to help students understand what it means to be a leader. And leading is not about a position. Leading is about who you are. It's about leading self. You got to understand self-awareness and understand how I can fit into a situation and how I can step up. It's about leading with others, as you've seen here this morning. And the third thing, it's about changing our world. And obviously this program is teaching students to lead self, lead with others, but ultimately change other people's worlds and change this world that we're living in.
Surry County is a special, unique place. I've said this many times at different places. When I was sheriff in Surry County, I knew the other 99 sheriffs in the state. And when we got together and talked about what went on in our community, and I talked about this project, very often I would just see those guys shake their heads and say, I could never pull that off in my county. I couldn't get the people together to do it. And that's places that have a lot more resources and a bigger tax base and a bigger population than we've got. Surry County is a uniquely giving place, and this is not just a sheriff's office program, it's not just a school program, this is a community effort to help our neighbors, and we do it to celebrate the birthday of Christ, who gave us that admonishment was to take care of each other. And that's why we're all here. So it's just a blessing to be a part of it, and if there's any glory in it, it goes to God for laying His hand on it over all these years.